CFAR 590, Sloan, the Money City Maniacs at 328. Rob Hart back in studio as we get set for today's Norman Sportsline program. It's Tuesday. We're going to talk sports as we're lucky to have the one and only Dean Grove with us back in the studio. Dean, welcome back to CFAR.
Well, thanks for having me, Rob. It's always a pleasure.
I think the last time you were here might have been badminton at the end of last year. You brought in a couple of guys at the national level. Remember that?
Yeah, we had a summer camp here. We brought two guys in, and you showed them your memorabilia and collection, and they were really impressed with it.
People always want to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Dean Grove is with us. Dean, here to talk about the big volleyball camp, which will start off on Monday, I believe, at Hatnock Collegiate.
Yeah, from Monday the 27th through the 31st. We're very fortunate this year. We're running a volleyball camp, and we've got a top-notch instructor coming in. And numbers are looking good. We've only got a few spots left, so it looks like it's going to be a fantastic camp.
Now, I noticed that you were also going to offer a coaches clinic if there was enough interest. Is that going to happen?
So far, I've had about 4 people interested, not quite enough, but I'll get back to those people and we'll offer something for them. If there are people out there that still want to be part of a coaches clinic, let me know, because if we get 7, we're going to run a separate section for the coaches themselves.
And that's kind of an important thing, is it not?
Oh, for sure. The coaches are your base. I mean, passing on the skills, you want to teach them correctly and make sure kids start off with the right skills so they can progress.
All right, now the camp is for 2 different age groups. The day camps are going to run noon to 4 for grades 6 through 8, and the evening camps for grades 9 through 12. And like you were mentioning, Brock Davidiak, is that how I pronounce his name?
Yep.
Now, tell me about this guy.
Actually, Brock's been up to Flin Flon before. We have to thank Gord Halpin and Kathy Davidson. When they were running their club program 3-4 years ago, they met up with Brock and one of his partners, brought them in for a summer camp, and we haven't had him back for a couple of years, but we knew he was still out there. He's still playing with the national program, playing at a very high level. Just a tremendous guy. He runs his own programs out in Alberta, his own volleyball camps. So the opportunity came up. We were able to bring him in again this year, so we jumped at the chance.
Sounds good to me, and like you said, this guy's got wow credentials. 4A school provincial champion, 2-time juvenile under-18 national champion, 4 provincial team selections. I mean, this guy's resume is pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been a success story just about every level he's played at. I mean, he's went to the championships at the university level, been the MVP. He's been on the national team. He's played internationally as a student. He's played as a pro. I mean, he's seen a lot of volleyball from a lot of different angles. So if you want to learn volleyball, I'd say he'd be one of the best guys to start from.
A Team Canada captain, too, I see here in 2009.
Yeah, no, he's a setter. He knows the game inside and out, and he runs his own camps, like I said. So he's very clear about what he wants to teach kids, too.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Dean, this is not the first time you've run a volleyball camp, is it?
It's the first time I've been involved coordinating it. Like I said, Kathy and Gord had taken over. They ran 2 or 3 years of camps up here and did a really good job with it. And so we were able to build on some of the things that they've been involved with. So. And
here's the thing, too. We always talk about, Flin Flon being a great sports community, hockey and everything else. I mean, and we've talked about this both on the air and off, just the high school level, how well athletics are happening really for both Hatton and Creighton. I mean, really the pinnacle the last couple of years, and I know you've been involved with the school system and sports for a long time. Is this as good as you've seen it? I mean, I'm talking successfully. It got to be the envied program of the North, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we had a good year last year again. We took 12 zone titles, and we had a shot at, we dropped 2 or 3 of them just by missing a few kids and dates, conflicts with other things. So we had a legitimate shot probably at 15 zone titles in the sports. And great kids, they've put in lots of hours. We've had great coaching and great officiating support from volunteers and people in the community. They've gone out and, taken extra training so they could provide the kids with the best kind of coaching. So it's, and all the sponsors too, Kick It Sports and all the different sponsors that have pitched in to support the program. So we've just had a lot of community support right down to the kids, so it's been great.
Is this as good as you've seen it?
Probably technique-wise. I mean, what the kids are doing now technically it blows me away from when I started. I mean, we just had Sam Kinsley, who came back from the provincial team. He's played at the national level this year. We sent Delaney off to Crookston, Minnesota.
Right.
She's on a scholarship for soccer. Like, the kids coming out of the program have gotten so much exposure to good coaching and good programs, not just our own, but outside as well, that they've really developed some good skills.
And the volleyball is really been at its pinnacle. I know both the Kings and Queens have always had good volleyball teams here, and I guess obviously that's the reason why you bring the camp. And there's a lot of interest. There's a lot of excitement about that particular sport, is there not?
Yeah, I mean, going back to Tom Guthrie and Blaine Veach and those guys, we set a standard for volleyball in Flin Flon, and it's kind of been a bedrock sport for us, no pun intended there. And I mean, even last year in the region with 21 teams. in a town, Creighton, Flin Flon, and Cranberry Portage. So there's lots of interest. There's lots of young kids coming up that are real good kids. So we want to get them started off on the right foot, and this would be an excellent opportunity for them.
How many spots do you still have available?
There's about 4 spots left in the senior camp. It's just about full, and probably got about 10, 11 in the junior camp. So there's still some opportunities there if there's any kids just coming back off vacation or hadn't got the information. Make sure they give me a call, and we're going to try and wrap up our registrations by Friday so Brock can plan his camp, and we'll go from there.
So Friday's the cutoff. What time?
Midnight. Yeah, we'll take you right to the wire there. But send me an email or give me a shout at home. We want kids to be involved, so if there's any chance we can get you registered, we can. But we have to be fair to the kids that are already signed up too. We want to give them a good camp.
And what is your email address?
dgrove@ffsd.mb.ca.
And they can phone you as well, like you said.
Yep, you can phone me at work or at home, and we'll make sure that we get registered.
Sounds good to me, and like you said, they're still looking to get some people in the coaches clinic as well. So if you're interested in that, give you a call as well.
Yeah, for sure. And even if we can't get the 7 to come out, we'll get back to those people that were interested. And while Brock's in town, we'll try and make use of his expertise.
Dean, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming in. Did I leave anything out?
No. Once again, you're very thorough, Rob.
Well, we want to do the best that we can, and we look forward to, of course, working with you on this and many things throughout the year because the school year it's upon us.
Yeah, and it's exciting. We've got some great kids and some great programs, and I think you're going to see some pretty good stuff this year again.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. With CFAR